Guys, Chrissy, Odenton, Maryland. You know, one of the hardest things about being an addict is being an addict. Everyone's like, you don't care about anything other than yourself, or you don't care about anything other than getting high, or you don't care who you hurt, you don't care whose feelings you're hurting. Honestly, we care, but we don't care. We care because we don't want to hurt our loved ones. We don't want to steal. We don't want to manipulate. We don't want to do those things in our right minds. But the addict mind and the addict mentality is like, you know what? I've got to do this so I'm not ill. I've got to do this to get right. I've got to do this so I'm not feeling like crap. I've got to do this so I can, get through the day. And as we get deeper into it, the worse it gets. We don't want to be this person. Moms, dads, siblings, family members of the addict, that's not your loved one. That's the addiction. That is not them. That demon has taken over your loved one, and they can get out of it. Unfortunately, sometimes death is the only way out. But for those with the proper support and those who hit that rock bottom at the right time, or in the right mannerism, or whatever may be that rock bottom for them, they can pull out and be successful. I, myself personally, am living proof. I was such a chronic relapser. I didn't think I'd ever hit a bottom that made me want to pull out. And then one day it just did. And I suffered through it, and I pulled through it, and I got through it, and here I am today. I struggle each and every day. I struggle with the thoughts. I struggle with the fears. The mentality part of it kicks my ass every day, but I face it. I face it head on, and I tell it it's not getting me this time. When I go through heartaches, and when I go through family shit, when I go through work shit, when I just go through basic life, my addiction starts screaming at me, and I so badly want to turn around and go running towards it, but instead I tell it, fuck you, you're not getting me this time. It's not happening. Too many years have I fought to be where I'm at. I may not be a high successor, I may not be a six-figure earner, I may not be none of that. I'm a hostess at a restaurant that I'm damn proud of. You know why? Because I'm doing it clean. I did it myself. I got where I'm at myself, and I'm proud of that. I've had the support. I've got tons of support, but my will, my strength got me here. I'm working someplace that actually is very supportive of recovery, okay? The restaurant that I'm at completely backs recovery. The owners, the CEOs, the management are all in recovery. So I really resonate with this place. So it's really, really helping me stay strong. Guys, support your addict. They're always going to be an addict, even if they're in recovery. That mentality's there. Please do not think it's ever an excuse. Talk to them. Ask them, are you okay? I promise you they don't want to run back, but sometimes it's so scary, and in that moment of weakness, that's where they go. Be there for them. Don't be there to yell. Don't be there to scream. Don't be there to criticize. Don't be there to judge. Be there to pick them up. Be there with some tough love. Be there to remind them where they could end up and what they will lose. But they don't need to be called junkies. They don't need to be called drug addicts. They don't need to be called all those things. They just need to be told, I love you and I'm here for you. Being an addict is scary, okay? Nobody is scared for that addict more than the addict. But we numb ourselves. Then once we start to feel, when we come down, all we feel is fear, anger, illness, pain, struggle, sadness, depression, shame, until we get that next fix. Then when we get into recovery, we start to have to go through all the feels. We feel all those things, and we feel them on a longer term. Why? Because we're not numbing ourselves now to get away from it. We're now feeling it. Then we have to learn to cope. When we have to learn to cope, we go running. You need the proper support system, and you, the family, the friends, the loved ones, guys, be that support system. Supporting them is not about giving them money. It's not about buying them things. It's not about the pat on the back. That support is about being there for somebody when they need to come, talk, yell, scream, cry. If it's a matter of them going to get that fix, or them coming to sit on your doorstep and cry and scream, open that doorstep. You may not trust them. You may not want them in your home. Sit outside with them. But God forbid, don't let them run off. You'll never, ever, ever live with yourself. If that was that time they reached out to you and said, I need you, and you turned them away because of a trust issue versus just sitting in the car or sitting outside or going for a walk in a public place, you let them run off and you were like, I can't have you here. Never, please never turn your addict away if they're coming to you for help, because that could be that one time. That could be the time that they finally hear you, or that they finally open their eyes and see you in the hurt, that they finally realize they're done. And they may just decide that that's the moment they want to quit, or you may be that one time you turn them away, and that could be the last time. All I'm telling you is, we as the addict, we're scared. This is not a fun life. We may have chosen to pick up people feel and think how they feel. We may have chosen to do it recreationally. We may have tried out of curiosity to give it a shot. We may have tried it thinking it won't happen to us. And it just went spiraling downhill from there. We didn't choose to continue this path. Look at your addict as the person that they once were, and remember that person is still in there. Love all of you.